As I sit here and watch what's happening in the United States right now, I'm flooded with many kinds of emotions, and I'm sure all of you have felt this as well. There's so much hurt, pain, rage, turmoil, trouble, raw emotion, and pent up frustration. Oh, and disregard for others. And it's at all levels, and proof that none of us are really listening to each other. Have you ever witnessed a child that needed to get the attention of their parent? At first, they may be a little shy about it, but as the parent continues not to listen, the child gets louder and more expressive and more aggressive until either the child starts screaming or exhibits some kind of negative, destructive behavior. Why? Because attention is what is needed, even if it's negative attention. We all need to pay attention. We all need to pay attention to the cries of those who need to be heard. We all need to pay attention to the hurt and pain that people feel. We all need to pay attention even now to the rage being displayed. When we ignore the issues around us, it drives the wound even deeper for others. There are issues that require our attention, not just when the news cycles are flaring, not just when a tragic situation is televised, not just when we are concerned about what's going to happen, but all the time. Why? Because relationship is all the time. Our example is all the time. The issues people are experiencing and dealing with are all the time. I wish I could say emotional pain can be healed quickly, but it just doesn't. I wish I could say psychological pain can go away quickly, but it just doesn't. I wish I could say the let's just start over bit, but the damage has already been done. What we need is reconciliation. What we need is restoration. What we need is forgiveness. What we need is a recognition and validation of what other people are feeling, regardless of whether we agree with their actions. What we need is to have conversations where we are listening, truly listening to someone's feelings, history, and thoughts, regardless of how we feel and think about it. What we need is to swallow our pride, open up our hearts and minds, and allow God to show us the wisdom to come to a place where we can live in harmony. What we need to do is by our actions live like others matter to God and to us. For churches that are all around the United States, keep on working on that plan to reopen. But if we don't step up and begin to be the example of how we should all treat each other, reopening doesn't matter. Because we will simply be going to church and getting back to just doing church instead of being the church. The church that Jesus died for was not one that continues to stay silent when there are people who need the love of Jesus in their lives. All of our outreach will go silent if we cannot do the two things Jesus commanded that are greatest of all: loving God with all that we are, which requires loving others as ourselves, treating others how we want to be treated. We can bring restoration and reconciliation. We can show those in our communities that God's love is for them as well. We can shut down our pride. We can be humble and look out for the interests of others. We can follow the example of Jesus and make a difference. In doing this, we can live every day with intention. Bye for now.